Hey fam, it's your girl, 4C Hair Chick here, and in today's video I want to talk about beauty. And this isn't necessarily an easy video for me because it's kind of personal, but I do think it's important that we have these types of discussions, and so I just wanted to share my truth and have a discussion about beauty. So here goes. For me, in my childhood, I struggled with self-confidence, and in terms of beauty, did not always feel beautiful, and a lot of that had to do with the images that I was fed on a regular basis, and also some of the experiences I had and the things that people said to me. I have been told to my face, not in a joking manner, not out of anger, but literally I've had people tell me that I am ugly. The first time was in first grade, and as an adult I actually still remember this, but I grew up in a predominantly white area, and so I started at a new first grade, and on the first day of school, when we went to recess, the kids would not play with me because I was black, and I literally had a kid tell me that I was ugly and I needed to get away from them because I was scaring them, and that I shouldn't even come close to the monkey bars. And I internalized it. I told my mom that the kids were mean to me, but I never told her exactly what was said. And I had friends from preschool that were at that school, but none of them were in my same first grade class. So that was the first time. And then in my adulthood, in college, I actually had a guy at a club pull me to the side, and he was like, "You are one ugly chick, but can I talk to so-and-so?" And they wanted to talk to my friend. They were drunk, but I mean, just absolutely appalling how rude sometimes people can be. And, you know, those things hurt. So, because of those words, in addition to all the images, in addition to all the things that were being said, I had very low self-esteem. I did not feel beautiful. So I share this with you not because I want you to feel sorry for me or have pity for me, not at all. That is not the case. And I'm sure there's people out there who had it much worse than I did. But I share my story because I want you to know how I got through it. And for those of you who are in it, and to the young person who wrote me that letter, I want you to see that you're not alone. And I think this is something that a lot of women deal with, and we all deal with it in our own ways, but we all go through our self-esteem issues. One thing that used to always get me was people around me would always say, "Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt you." I heard it from family, I heard it from teachers, I even heard it from kids. And this is what I think about that. There's nothing I disagree with more than that nursery rhyme. I don't believe that at all. Words can be very hurtful. They can be extremely painful, and they can stick with you and stick in your mind for a long time. I mean, the Bible talks about you can speak life and death with your tongue. You know, we always talk about when we're talking about positivity that you've got to speak positivity into your life. And then we have this nursery rhyme out there that talks about sticks and stones may break my bones, but words don't hurt me. Please, words hurt. And so I was hurt by words at a young age, and I internalized that. Didn't always share what I was really feeling. My journal was my place to express myself, and it took me a very long time to see myself as beautiful. I'd have moments and days where I thought I was beautiful, but I always, in my mind, wasn't pretty enough. I was always comparing myself to somebody else. It wasn't until I went on this natural journey that I was kind of forced to deal with that, because, you know, you shave your head off and then it's like, and if you don't have confidence, it prevents you from doing a lot of other things in life. And so I really had to get over that, and I did. And now I can look at myself and I feel beautiful. It doesn't even matter if I'm having a bad day and I look crazy. I'm still like, damn, I'm cute, but geez, I need to like get some sleep. And getting there took time. So for those of you out there who are still coming into your own in terms of your beauty and your image, and even if you're older and you still haven't come into your own, I just want you to know that it will happen. It's taken a long time, in my opinion, because it wasn't until my late 20s that I was able to own my beauty and feel beautiful and stop comparing myself to others and really just celebrate my beauty. And I know a lot of other women who, they found that peace earlier. But when you find that, it comes with a peace that I can't even describe. And it also gives you this unshakable confidence because you're comfortable in your own skin. And so when you get to that place, you just know it because you just feel comfortable. You feel you. And so when you get there to that place where you can look at yourself and you feel beautiful no matter what's going on, then I think you're the owner of your beauty. And then once you know that, when people tell you otherwise, when the media tells you otherwise, when you see images that are contrary to that, you can stop internalizing that and you can speak back. You can defend your beauty. In America, I feel like your beauty, if you're not in the norm, is always under attack. And so if somebody says, you know, oh, I don't really think that person's pretty, I think a lot of the reason they say that is because of what society has taught them to believe. And so sometimes you carry this weight or this duty of helping people to see things as in a different way. You know, there are things that are beautiful that people, it's not their instant reaction because they've grown up in a society that says it's not beautiful. And when I say defend it, I mean propagate images of yourself. You know, let's change the face of beauty. Let's change what we always see in the media. Let's change the conversation. Let's include more people in that conversation. Beauty is so much bigger than how we define it, the small box that it's put in here. You know, you're beautiful if you have, or if you do, or if you, let's get rid of that. Beauty is so much bigger than that. God did not make any mistakes. You know, everybody is beautiful. Everybody has something in them that's beautiful. And if you look at it and you don't feel that way, you got to ask yourself, you know, how much of that is society? How much of that is what you've learned? And let's unlearn some of that stuff. But yeah, how do you feel about beauty? Do you feel like it's narrowly defined? Does it matter to you? Do you feel like you're beautiful? Did you ever struggle with beauty and feeling beautiful? What is your truth? I'm really curious. I think it's one of those topics that, you know, we don't always like to have deep discussions. We like to have fun, blah, 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 and it's like a heavy topic. It's kind of why sometimes I don't want to go see certain movies because I feel like, oh my God, that's going to be so heavy. I don't want to be in a bad mood. But it is important to have discussions. So hopefully this isn't too heavy for you to leave your thoughts, you know, and share back. That's my truth. That's how I feel about beauty. I am beautiful. You are beautiful. And I just encourage our community to continue to put forth images and words and messages that empower one another. So thank you for watching. It's your girl 4C Hair Chick. I really appreciate you checking out this channel. Thank you. I'm outro.